Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a massive month for Casper and the overall community. We are about to see one of the biggest breakouts on Casper that we've seen since the last bull cycle. Now, well done to those of you that are watching this video right now, because you're in the right place at the right time. I gave out a buy call on Casper a few years ago in 2023, ironically in the month of May at the lows. And as you can see, price has been pretty much moving in a straight line since then. I also gave out a buy call warning a few days ago. So well done to those of you that took advantage of that. If you missed out on these updates, it means you're not subscribed to this channel. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another epic Casper update or any more free buy signals and more. Subscribe, perfect. Let's continue with the video. Now, this is going to be a massive month for Casper, not only because, there's some fundamental news data that has come out that's going to drive price up, but it's because the overall altcoin market is about to break out, and the best projects in the market are going to capture the majority of those percentage gains. So for example, you could see Bitcoin now above $96,000, making its way towards 100,000, and you're going to see a lot of the percentage gains reflected into altcoins, right? And that's where the real money will be made. So for example, if you look at Casper so far for the day, off to a great start, up currently 6.7%, overall market cap value at $2.47 billion. Now, at the moment, Casper is currently a market cap project ranked 42 in terms of overall market cap value. Now, before the end of this month, we're going to see musical chairs. You're going to see projects that were in the top 20 fall into 40. Projects that were 50, move into 20. Now, Casper has the opportunity this month to enter the top 20, maybe even top 10. That's how crazy this month is going to be. So get ready for this major market move. Now, the first thing you all need to understand is almost everybody that's currently in Casper, whether you bought at the highs, last year, whether you bought, at the start of this year, pretty much everybody is going to end up in profit by the end of this month. Why? I expect Casper to at least go back up to its all-time highs, which is only 121 percentage points away. This is not a large percentage move. I want to make that clear. The majority of you that are watching this video, you're not buying for 121%. You believe this product can 10x. You believe it can potentially even 100x. And I'm going to walk you through just how high we could potentially climb this month. So let's say we make our way towards all-time highs. Great. Everybody is in profit at the moment. And if you haven't been buying, let's say in 2023, really the best time to buy this project is right now. You're essentially buying at the lows of Casper, right? Now, once we break all-time highs, we're going to move into price discovery mode. Now, from my analysis, I think if all goes well, I think a modest price prediction would be at least a 3x, right? Casper should at least be able to 3x from its current price, which brings us to about 0.38, so 38 cents. I think that's a very modest price prediction. Now, you're probably thinking, well, where does the 10x come into play? Well, a lot of the people that have been holding this project, since the last cycle, since 2023, a lot of these people will be up over a 28x by the time this target is hit. And let's say that is hit this month. Well, guess what? That's a 28x. Now, some may argue, oh, but that's not 100x. Well, $1,000 still makes you $28,000. These are not the small percentage gains we're talking about here. And that's why the biggest winners in this community are those that have been holding for a long time, had the patience to hold because they believe in the project for the long term. And this is one of the topics that I'm going to be talking about more in depth over the next few weeks. I've already started it in my free Telegram group. The link is in my description. I actually show you for free how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days in that free Telegram group. It's pinned to the group. And I also gave out a meme coin project that produced over 80% in under 3 days in that free Telegram group. So click the link below, join right this second. If you don't have the Telegram app, download the app and then click the link. But that's what I'm going to be talking about over the next few days, about the value plays, because ultimately Casper is a project that people are holding on for the long term. It's a value play, which means even when the market does sell off, now again, we're just going to start off with the modest price prediction. So let's say we do hit a 300% gain from where we currently are now and see price crash. Because remember, the market is going to sell off at some point, particularly when Bitcoin starts to sell off, the macro market starts to sell off, Casper will indeed sell off. The only reason why this project hasn't yet gone to the moon is because the overall market has been down, hasn't performed the best. Don't just take my word for it. Look at the overall altcoin market and look at some of the other projects that you're currently holding, right? So let's assume we do see that pullback. Now, because this is a solid project, I don't think we're going to see, a 70% pullback or anything like that. We could see a pullback maybe between 50 to 60%. I think maybe 40 to 50. That's what I believe. But worst case scenario, we see a 50 to 60% drawdown. Well, the good thing about Casper is a project that should then start to bounce back and take off when we enter the second phase of the cycle, when the money will move purely into value. And then that's when we see Casper enter the 25, 30, maybe even $50 billion market cap realm. So the people that are buying Casper right now, they're not trying to make 100x overnight, but they are trying to make 100x maybe by the end of this cycle. And the good news is this is one of those projects that I believe can actually achieve it, which is why I'm updating on it today and on this channel, because I know a lot of you are invested in this project, right? So that's just a heads up on that, right? So and that's only if we 3x, right? Only tripling, go up 3 times from where we currently are now. Now that's a modest upside move. But let's say we see an even larger upside move. Let's say we see price go up a 5x from here. Well, you're probably thinking, well, that's only a 200% difference, right? But what you don't understand is that brings us to 57 cents. And not only that, like I said, the people that bought from 2023 at these lows, they now make a 30x. They make a 30x on this project. Again, I didn't do it from the lows. I should really do it from the lows. If you do it from the lows, they make between a 40x on this project, which is insane. Again, $1,000 makes you over $40,000. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, what happens at this area? Let's say you're somebody that has 10,000 in this project and you see it turn into 400K, or maybe you have, 100,000 in this project and it turns into $4 million by the time we hit 57 cents. What would you do? Now, if you say to yourself, wow, I would definitely take out some profits. I would definitely sell, at least a small amount. Well, that's what a lot of other people are going to be doing. And that's what will drive price down aggressively from where it currently isn't there. And that's where we could see another pullback. So ultimately, the reality is we are going to see aggressive profit taking occur once these levels are hit, and they'll basically happen in alignment with the entire market. But before the final sell-off, let's just assume we just hit again. The reason why I gave that example is because if we only 5x from where we currently are now and hit a 57 cent price target, we're going to see again that 40 to 50% sell-off. But what if we see a month like no other? What if this project can hit a 20 plus billion dollar market cap this month? Well, guys, that takes us to the $1 area. And I know a lot of you have been eyeing up this area. A lot of you are saying, I'm only going to sell when this area is hit, right? And let's have a look at the percentage gain from this area if you've been holding since 2023 or even before then. That's a 92x. Ladies and gentlemen, that is $1,000 turning into $92,000. That's $10,000 turning into $920,000. That's 100,000 turning into $9.2 million. Lives will change. And this is the area where I think no matter what happens, where we will see a massive capitulation event, a massive selling event. Why? Because people are going to take their money and run. Now, this is what you need to figure out. And if you're subscribed to us, you're part of our free Telegram group, or you're part of our Crypto Crew Premium channel, you're going to understand where the market top is, because that's the most important thing. Where does Bitcoin top? Casper is a project that I think will survive the entire cycle. So if you can figure out when Bitcoin tops, you will know when to take profit on Casper. Now, if Casper can enter that 20, 30, $50 billion market cap area, everybody in this group or in this channel has made it. Why? Because even if you sell 50% of your holdings and hold it for the rest of the cycle, you could still be looking at a 50x. That's again buying from this area. Now, for those of you that are going to say, no, but can I not achieve 100x buying from its current price area? No, I don't think that is going to happen. We're not going to see Casper go up over a $240 billion market cap in this cycle. And again, just pause right here. I know a lot of people are going to be upset by that, but I'm one of the only YouTubers that accurately predict how high the market's going up, where the market bottom is. I called the bottom on the day. I called Bitcoin's top on the day, right? I called Bitcoin's bottom on the day. So I have a solid track record of doing this. You can see this on my Twitter. You can see this on my Telegram group, right? We're definitely ahead of everybody else. Now, anybody that tells you this is going to hit, a $240 billion market cap, you will notice they never tell you the time frame. And that separates the people that walk away with life-changing money in this cycle and the people that walk away with nothing and once again end up making a 50x, but then seeing it all wiped out. Because that $240 billion market cap may happen, but when will it happen? It could happen in the next 4 years. It could happen in the next 5 years. It can happen in 10 years. It can happen in 100 years from now, right? And the question is, do you have time to wait that long? So guys, I wouldn't be focusing on the $240 billion plus market cap. I would be focusing on 20 to 30 billion. If we're going to push it, let's go up to 50 billion. But that's the area where you make your life-changing money. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're part of my free Telegram group, because we're going to be updating on Casper daily. But guys, until the next update, I just want you to all make sure you're ready for this month, because it's going to be an epic one. Understand nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. Make sure you're part of my Telegram group. Make sure you're subscribed. Until the next update, guys, seize the day.